That's my mom.
Welcome addition to the thriving arts community in the village of Northport. Haven Gallery co-owner and curator Erica Berkowitz has brought her experience in the art galleries of New York City to the historic old carriage house off of Main Street where Haven Gallery sits.
I've been working as a gallerist in many forms since I graduated from graduate school in Manhattan. I've worked at galleries that had more blue chip artists versus galleries that had more emerging and newer artists. And I've always enjoyed working with the younger artists and artists who really paint from their heart. I've had an opportunity the last couple of years to work in a gallery that allowed me to curate freely. And I was able to take that with me when I opened up Haven here in Northport.
We just fell in love with the building, and it's a very artsy community too. There's other galleries, there's the Playhouse down the street. It just felt right, you know. It had a good feel and vibe to it. So, like as soon as I stepped foot in here, I knew it was the right place for us.
The original purpose was a carriage house. They believe that circa 1890 was when this building was first constructed, and since then it's had many different identities. It's been a clothing store, yoga studio, bookstore, art gallery, cooking studio and store, amongst many other things. So it's nice to be able to utilize it for our purpose because we didn't have to touch anything, and we're not allowed to touch anything because it's a historical building. So we really are able to kind of embrace its original bones and structure to help exhibit and really showcase what we do here.
I love it. I mean, it's a beautiful space. Like it feels very at home, like very original. You know, I feel like it's less commercialized than a lot of things that I see, and it's very refreshing to be here.
Oh, I think the gallery is marvelous. It's a beautiful space, and I really love the show, and I'm very happy to be part of the show.
The latest exhibition at Haven Gallery is Little Big, a collection of works 8 by 8 inches or smaller.
Little Big is a bifold exhibition as far as achieving two purposes. The first is to have small work that will hopefully inspire people to purchase the work from living artists. Everything's very small and quite affordable. The second aspect of the show is to have artwork that is small in size but very big in theme. So you have these small frames encompassing a large concept. We have very emotionally engaging portraiture. We have environmentally oriented artwork that discusses the planet and where we are today, as well as the animals. And then you also have some art historical references and just some kind of comical artwork that just makes you smile and something you want to share with other people.
I'm happy to visit for the first time. It's very cool looking. This building is beautiful, and the neighborhood obviously has a lot of history to it. It's very nice.
I love Northport as a town. I've come and I visited with friends and just strolled around to support the local businesses and restaurants. It's just a beautiful town, and the harbor is incredible, and there's a really great kind of open-minded vibe here. When we found the space, we couldn't help but fall in love with it. It had that touch of whimsy, historical importance, and culture that we find is true in the art that we show as well. And it has a really good vibe, kind of like the town.
I feel like it has more of a soul, like because she tries to establish a relationship with her artist. It feels less like just sell versus like having a relationship with the community and the artist.
We're very focused with the artists that we show. We don't care where they're from or who they are, as long as their content fits in with our visual aesthetics. Some of the artists that we have on exhibit I've worked with previously at another position. Others are artists that I've always wanted to work with, but I just didn't have the opportunity to do so yet. So it's really just a mixture of the two, but I think really all the work that we show it garners some kind of emotional response, and sometimes physical as well, and that's what's most important to Joseph and I, to make people feel and talk and react.
For Push Pause in Northport, this is Greg Blank.